Hey guys, so it's finally record store day. The day we love to hate and the day we hate to love. That's a quote from my local record store in Oslo, Big Dipper. This is the only store to attend in Oslo for record store day. I'm queuing up there tomorrow, earlier than I've done in the previous years. I've decided to do so because I'm very excited about the list this year. Quite a few titles. I shared my initial reaction to the list in a previous video. I haven't made too many changes. I kind of narrowed it down a bit. But I don't think there will be big surprises. Usually I find some at the store on the actual day, and I will have to order more online. Not everything shows up in time in Norway for record store day. I've had experiences in the past where I've queued up for 1 year. It was the Husker Du Live at Longhorn release, and I went disappointed home because they didn't have it. And some other day later in the week, I was casually just visiting the store, and there it was in the shelf. So these things work out in weird ways. But the odds are that I will pick up quite a few releases that I'm looking for on the day. But if not, I will update the video on Sunday with some experiences from ordering online and talking about the records I picked up on record store day. So happy record store day. If you're attending record store day this year, I hope you find the items you're looking for. I know there are mixed feelings about record store day. I know it's not for everyone. For me personally, it's about collecting the records I want to collect, record store day or not, exclusive items or not. I want to find the records for my collection that I know I will listen to in the future. I think that's the trick, to go for the records that you actually want to listen to. And so let's see how this one goes. See you after the cut. Yeah, got up early. Very early. Couldn't sleep. The record store day showed some previews yesterday. And the records they showed none of the 5 main ones I had on my list. So yeah, I'm expecting to be disappointed, but you never know, right? So let's see how it goes. Fan. We're back. Record Store Day 2026 was a big success for me. I did the right thing with showing up early, number 7 in the queue. When I got there, I saw the crowd in front of me, if you can call it a crowd, and they were talking about musicians I'm not familiar with. They were very concerned about chemtrails and stuff. They were very concerned about it. I'm not sure what they were going on about, but I knew they wouldn't be going for the records I was there to pick up. The first guy in the queue, I was not sure about what he was interested in, but number 7 in the queue, I was pretty relaxed. If they had the records I was there to pick up, I was probably the one to pick them up. So I guess I'm right about that. I actually picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 records, and had 6 ones on my list. The record that I didn't pick up was the Wulane's record, a special record and an important record for me, but usually every year I go to the store and they never have it, and I always take care of it online. So that's the only record I have to order online, and this will work out tomorrow, I'm sure. And I will show that record, of course, in another vinyl update collection video. But I got mostly the records I wanted. There was 2 I was on the fence about, the Jackson C. Frank, but before going, I concluded that I will just have to hold out for the volume 1 of Jackson C. Frank's completed recordings that contains that record. I actually have the volume 2 and 3, so one day I will pick up volume 1, and it won't be a issue. I still was a bit tempted as I arrived inside. They were playing that Jackson C. Frank album, and yeah, it's incredible, that album. A strong recommendation for me, at least, if you haven't heard that album, to check it out. I have to say that Big Dipper, they did an excellent job with organizing and the selection they actually had this year. Maybe it has been this good, but I haven't been this early at the store, so I guess it pays off to show up early. I didn't expect to find so many records, and also the prices this year was not, something I had too much of an issue with compared to earlier years, perhaps. So let's open some records. I won't talk too much about these now. I will open them and show them and talk more about them once I've listened on a vinyl collection update video. And as you can see, I'm obviously very tired. I can also mention the one other record I was on the fence about that I didn't see at the store. I didn't see anyone else picking it up either. That was the Adrian Lenker triple LP set. I had decided before I went that I would prioritize other records, but I have sampled that one, and it's, I envied the ones that picked it up because she wins me over every time with her performances. She's an incredible performer, and I would enjoy to pick it up if I could, but I think I've stretched the budget with these 5 records that I will show you guys now. So let's start with that. As mentioned before, this is a special record for me. The Walker Brothers, Night Flights. This record is where Scott Walker starts to go in his solo direction, and it's more experimental and darker in his sound. And he has career highlights with the songs Night Flights and Big Mama Kick and The Electrician. Brilliant album, and I've been eager to pick this up. So let's see how it looks like. Camera is rolling. Let's see how it looks like. Right. I will try to keep the... Oh, it's gatefolds, maybe not. But the sticker says, for Record Store Day, the last highly influential Walker Brothers album from 1978, cut from the original quarter-inch master reels pressed on ultra clear vinyl. Okay. I will have to remove the shrink wrap to show you the gatefolds. No worries. And the gatefold has just one opening, seemingly the lyrics. All right. And the ultra clear, I'm not sure if it's my favorite kind of style. So The Ultra Clear, perhaps not my favorite, because if you're just going to listen to the one track, maybe it's hard to make out because it's see-through where it begins and where it ends. But yeah, nonetheless. So that's the one I picked up. It was not the first one I jumped to find. I went according to the alphabet. So the first one I dove to find to see if it was there was this record, of course. Mentioned many times before, I'm a Dinosaur Jr. completist. This is live in Hollywood on the Green Mind tour and era. And I always pick up the Dinosaur Jr. Releases for Record Store Day. No surprise, I guess. Let's see how that looks like. I really dig the album art on this one. It's not something they take lightly, you know. It looks like a very classical Dinosaur Jr. release to me. This is not a gatefold. It's very simple presentation. Nice printed inner cover, I must say. This is the observatory, maybe, in Hollywood. I'm not sure. Let's see if you can take a look at the record as well. And what the hype sticker says, perhaps. Also a clear one. Again, not my favorite, but yeah. Excited to play this. This is the first record I'm going to play after this video. This record was the one I debated, should I get the Lanker or should I get this one? An album that was quite important for me back in the day. Another records by this guy, the John Frusciante album. So in recent weeks I've been re-listening to this album, and it's something I can see myself listen to again and again and in the future. So yeah, I felt this had a leg up over the Edger and Lanker album. It's the record to record only water for 10 days. It's the 25th anniversary 2 LP limited edition. Includes 4 bonus tracks. I think I heard those online. Pressed on translucent cobalts and orange vinyl. I think this one is a Rhino release as well. And judging by the pictures online, I think, yeah, maybe I mentioned it already. There should be a blue and orange vinyl inside. And it's a nice gatefold with the lyrics and big smile. It's a high recommendation, big recommendation for me if you haven't heard this one. Yeah, just grabs you from the beginning. Quite striking record, very expressive with everything, the vocals, the guitars. Yeah, a nice blue colored vinyl for the one side A and B, and seems like quality stuff. I guess this was the most expensive record I picked up today, but I feared it would be more than what I actually paid, so I was relieved to see the price, even if it was 600 Norwegian, and a nice orange color. So I'm very excited for it, and with a Rhino release, it's usually, or in my experiences, quality stuff all the time. So that one was special. So I was excited to see if I could find any of the Suede related releases. There were 2 releases by the band Suede. The one was the BBC demos for Coming Up, and also there was the demos for the Antidepressants album, the album that was released last year, my favorite album of 2025. But I got more excited with this release. This is the project by the guys from Suede from 2005, I believe. And I hadn't heard this album before I discovered it on the Record Store Day list. And this contains some very, very great songs, and I've been listening to it a lot. So yeah, I would rather pick this up than the Suede releases. So this is the one I went for, and yeah, I think it's I would prefer to have an album in a collection than some demos or some session stuff usually. Yeah, and it was not very expensive, this release. Nice pictures of the guys. Also clear vinyl, right? Yeah, this will have to make two. I have quite a few clear ones apparently. There's the glove. So let's see what the hype sticker says. First ever vinyl reissue. The 2005 debut album featuring Refugees, great song. Lovers and Autograph, also a great song. Again pressed on ultra clear vinyl. There's a quote from Enemy. A beautiful album which is so dripping in elegant sadness, lyrical poignancy, and ex-heroism that the listener's only option is to sit back and be drenched. Yeah, my experience with this album as well. The Tears, and it's called Here Comes the Tears. And if it's not too late, be sure to pick this one up if you like the Suede stuff. And the last one is the only surprise. This is an album I didn't mention on my initial reaction to the Record Store Day list, because I was not aware that this was on the list. It's on the British Record Store Day list, and I scrolled through that one a few times, but I didn't find this record, or I didn't see it. I don't know what happened, if it was added late or what. But for a few days ago, I searched for it on Discogs, not knowing it was released for Record Store Day. It was yeah, the median price for it was around $125, and I searched for it because I really like some songs of this album. My favorite Chills song of all time, perhaps. Well, it's hard to say, Pink Frost, you know, but this one, it has the song Come Home, and if there's a song that gets me in a great mood, that's the song. Come Home, check that out. There's a cool music video on YouTube. Yeah, the Sunburn album from the 90s. This used to be called Martin Phillips and the Chills, I think, when it was released, and now it only says the Chills. So Martin Phillips, we lost him a few years ago. This is a quote from The Guardian. The Chills. Martin Phillips leaves a legacy of melancholy brilliance. Back on vinyl for the first time in 30 years with revitalized artwork. Limited orange vinyl edition. Yeah. I was so excited to see this was on the list, and how I discovered it, I was watching a YouTube channel with yeah, some American store showing their previews for Record Store Day, and suddenly it popped up, and the day before I had to make changes to my priorities. So yeah, and I actually had paid my records today at the record store, and I thought, have I overlooked this? Let's have another look. And I found it. There was only one copy, and there it is. The lyrics on the printer in there. Nice orange, sunshiny vinyl. Okay, so those are my pickups for Record Store Day this year. Thanks so much, Big Dipper, and thanks guys for watching. I will listen through these now until I fall asleep in my chair, probably. I hope you have a good Record Store Day and that you find the records you're looking for. See you in the next video, and I will talk more about these records once I have listened through them. That's it, guys. Take care.